Good day, everyone. I'm Miss Taiwo Oguinka, the agricultural science teacher, and welcome to another agricultural science class. Today, we'll be discussing the topic simple farm tools, and under this topic, we'll be describing each farm tools. We'll be describing them, how they looks like, what they are being used for, that is their functions, and how those farm tools can also be maintained. We'll describe each farm tools, state their functions, and state how these farm tools can be maintained. What's the meaning of simple farm tools? Simple farm tools are simple handy tools used mainly by peasant farmers, which are usually constructed by the farmer or local craftsmen to carry out some basic farming operations. Simple farm tools are simple handy tools. That is, these tools can be moved from one place to the other. It is used by peasant farmers to hasten work, to make our work easier and faster. And in this picture, you can see some simple farm tools. You can see the picture of we have hand fork, cutlass, head pan, the secateur, the shears, watering can, axe, hoe, hand thrower, rake, garden fork, spade, and also file or chisel. So let's know how these tools, how they looks like and what they are being used for. For instance, cutlasses. When look at the cutlass, it is just a tool that is commonly used by the farmer. And this tool, it has a curved blade at the tip with a short wooden handle. These tools can be used for cutting down trees and also for clearing of bushes. These cutlasses can also be used for transplanting seedlings and also for planting and also for weeding. We also have hoe. This hoe, it has this hoe, we have the two types. We have the West African hoe and we also have the West Indian hoe. And these hoe, they can be used for ridging, for making ridges, and also for making heaps. And they can also be used for planting or transplanting. And in this picture, we can also see a spade. You can see a long wooden handle and a broad metal blade. It has a long wooden handle and a broad metal blade. The edge of this metal blade is sharp, which can easily be driven into the soil. And this spade can be used to level the soil. It can be used for digging holes and also for mixing cement or mixing concrete on farms. And also this spade can be used for mixing concentrates, that is the animal feed. And in this picture also we can see a garden fork. This garden fork, it can be used for turning manure during compost making. It can be used for loading manure and can also be used for loading hay. And in this picture also, we can see what we call rake. It's just a long wooden handle and a strong metal head with several stout prongs. This rake can be used to spread soil surface after hoeing. It can also be used for removing stones and weeds from seeds. It can be used for covering vegetable seeds and can also be used for breaking up soil lumps into fine particles. And in this picture also you can see a picture of an axe. An axe, it consists of a long wooden or metal handle on which a solid, flat and heavy metal blade is erected on it. And this axe can be used for felling trees. It can be used for slicing woods. It can be used for uprooting stumps and also for cutting firewood and logs. And you can also see the picture of an head pan. Head pan is a metal container with small circumference at the bottom, but a larger one at the top. And this head pan can be used for transplanting seedling. It can be used for carrying and mixing manure and fertilizer. And we can also see the picture of a watering can. Watering can, this is a metal or plastic with a sprout on it, a perforated metal sheet called we have the rose. And this is used for light irrigation, that is artificial application of water to compensate for insufficient or no rainfall. And we can also see the picture of a wheelbarrow. A wheelbarrow is being used to carry farm inputs and fertilizer and seeds. So these two simple farm tools we talked about how can we maintain them? Because if you fail to maintain them, they wear up easily. Firstly, tools should be washed or cleaned after use. We must store it in a cool and dry place. It must be kept in a place that is free of termites for tools with wooden parts, and the part they must be oiled, greased or lubricate metal parts. The metal parts must be oiled, must be greased and must be lubricated. And if not stored for long, the metal parts must be painted. If to be stored for long, the metal parts